Greetings, friends. Today, we are going to tackle a topic that's near and dear to many of us: pronouncing foreign names or getting our names pronounced correctly. Whether you're the one with the unpronounceable name or the one tasked with trying to say a new name correctly, this video is for you. We are going to explore all the ins and outs of navigating different names with sensitivity and respect, from the hilarious mispronunciations to the awkward nicknames people try to impose. But before we jump in, let's get a few things out of the way. First, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. Second, go ahead and smash that like button and notification bell. We have a ton of great video ideas coming up and we'd love you to join us for the ride. Alright, let's dive into the do's and don'ts of pronouncing names from other cultures, with a case in point. A young man called Olamide walks into this job interview. He's looking sharp, feeling confident, and ready to take on the world. But little did he know, the interviewer was about to make scrambled eggs with his name. The interviewer starts off by stumbling over Olamide's name several times. Olamide just sits there, trying not to cringe, but on the inside, he thinks, "Come on, man. It's not that hard." Then, out of nowhere, the interviewer asks if he can just call Olamide Oli. Now, if you're African, you know this is a classic move. Your beautiful tribal name gets turned into a generic nickname. But here's the kicker. Olamide agrees to the opt-out by the interviewer, who later becomes his boss. So now Olamide gets called Oli every day at work. Anytime he meets someone new in the office, he has to introduce himself as Oli. Anyone with a name that is seen as foreign or a name that takes some effort to pronounce by English speakers knows how Olamide must have felt, but there are ways to tackle this situation right from the get-go. The first thing is to recognize that your name may cause a stumbling block for other people, so be prepared for the scenario before it happens. If someone is faltering over your name, help by correcting the pronunciation every time they say it wrong. Never let it pass. You can even spell it out phonetically for the person to try. Secondly, as in the case of Olamide, instead of agreeing to a nickname, he could have said something like, "I know my name may be a bit of a tongue twister for you, so I appreciate the offer to call me Oli, but I prefer to be addressed by my actual name, Olamide. And don't worry, I won't be offended if you need some help with the pronunciation." It is important to stand up for yourself while also being respectful and understanding. It's all about finding that balance. And who knows, maybe the other person will actually respect you more for asserting your confidence while remaining patient. If someone has been mispronouncing your name for a while or has given you an unwanted nickname, don't worry. It's never too late to set the record straight. You can try saying, "I know I should have corrected you earlier, but I just wanted to let you know that my name is actually pronounced," and then say it for them correctly. Be prepared to write it phonetically with them if you think it will help. It's important to be polite and straightforward when correcting someone's pronunciation. You can acknowledge that you should have corrected them earlier, but it's better late than never. Most people will appreciate the correction and will be happy to use your correct name moving forward. But what about if you are the one that has to contend with a name that seems difficult? Wherever you are from, if you live in a multi-ethnic society, you will likely come across people from different cultures with names you haven't heard before. It's important to be sensitive and respectful if you find yourself in this situation. There are a few things you can do to help the introduction go successfully. Ask the person how to pronounce their name. This may seem obvious, but it's often the easiest and most effective way to ensure you're saying their name correctly. Most people will appreciate the effort you're making to pronounce their name correctly and will be happy to help you. Once you've heard the correct pronunciation, repeat the name back to the person to make sure you've got it right. This also shows that you're actively trying to learn their name and are taking it seriously. Break the name down into syllables. If the name is particularly long or complex, It can be helpful to break it down into smaller parts and practice saying each syllable separately before putting them together. The more you practice saying the name, the more confident and natural it will become. You can even try saying the name out loud when you're alone to get more comfortable with it. If you're still struggling with the pronunciation, don't be afraid to ask for help from the person or someone else who is familiar with the name. It's better to ask for help than to continue mispronouncing the name. Using someone's name correctly is a small but powerful way to show respect. So, if you're not sure how to say someone's name, just ask them. It's way better than just avoiding it altogether. You should never supplement someone's name with a nickname unless the person tells you that's their preferred way of being addressed. By taking the time to learn and pronounce someone's name correctly, you're demonstrating that you value their identity and culture. We all deserve to be treated with respect and dignity, no matter what our name sounds like. Okay, that's what we think, but let us know your thoughts on foreign names in the comments. I hope you found today's video useful. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this, where we dive into more topics of culture.